It's time to dive back into more uncut XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. The soldier we're getting introduced to today was provided by the Gearinator. Zani Zoha was born to South Korean parents but was raised in England. She grew up near the coast in a small town that helped her develop a strong sense of community. From a young age, she took up martial arts at her father's request. However, she never had a desire to become a master-level fighter. She was more interested in technology. In 2015, the initial invasion left most of the planet in ravages, and many people without homes. However, some were fortunate enough to get ferried into the first Advent megacities that were constructed once conflicts began settling down. Zani was one of the lucky ones. Despite living in a world controlled by aliens, she managed to get a prestigious education at Oxford University, one of the few major human-built universities left standing. At Oxford, Zani learned a lot about hacking and the power of information. Her skills helped her learn more about what really happened during the invasion by browsing through Advent archives. Being too young to clearly remember the horrors mankind was put through, she was shocked by her findings. Unfortunately, her discoveries were not meant to be made. Less than 24 hours after reading about the invasion through records not available to the public, Advent troopers were at her door preparing to make an arrest. She managed to slip away and eventually found a resistance group that helped her contact Xcom. She's now a member and an aspiring combat hacker, determined to make sure no one else suffers at the hands of Advent and the aliens. Okay folks, today we are going on a very juicy mission in an abandoned city. Our objective is to rescue the survivors, and there are 3 of them, an engineer and 2 specialists. There is an additional reward of 79 intel, so we've got our work cut out for us. And finally, there is a sit rep for the Lost active, which means we have to be careful because there are swarms of them running around. Our squad composition is looking pretty juicy as well. We have 2 sharpshooters, a ranger, grenadier, and a specialist. 1 sharpshooter has a flashbang, the second has a battle scanner. Our ranger author boss is using the nanofiber vest, so that's increasing his hit points by 1. Our grenadier Carl, the fanboy junior Cur Knuckle, is using 2 frag grenades, and finally our specialist is bringing a med kit just in case the shit gets crazy. So, without further ado, let's go into zombie-infested territory and rescue some people.
The VIP and our resistance contact are hunkered down and holding positions somewhere in this area. Our highest priority is locating them first, but keep an eye out for any additional survivors nearby. Once you've secured the targets, move to the designated coordinates for extraction. Keep your heads up out there, people.
We're in concealment.
This looks like it's going to be a very interesting mission because we've got 2 different objectives that we can prioritize. We've got the primary objective is rescuing the VIP, and the secondary objective of getting to this resistance operative that I'm sure will add to our ranks if we manage to get them to the evac point. So what my initial strategy is going to be is to take a page from the Scooby-Doo handbook and stick together. We're not going to split up the gang. We're all going to stay together because this mission has a very strong horror movie vibe to it. I feel like I'm in a haunted house. So separating our troops does not seem like a very smart idea. But we do have to get at least 1 person going towards the VIP. So it may as well be Knight because he's got a shotgun, and shotguns are good in close quarters. We're going inside of a building. So that it all just kind of makes sense. Now, so while we've got a little bit of free time, I think it's worth noting that I had to restart my campaign from scratch because I bumped into one of the alien rulers, and I swore to myself that I would never fight the alien rulers again, so I had to restart. I made a little bit of a mistake when I first started the campaign, and I left them turned on, and as much as I enjoyed the Alien Hunter downloadable content, it's one of those things that I never have to do it again. And I think we all have things like that in our life. We enjoy them the first time around, but it's just not something that needs to be repeated. There are other things like that for me, like sucking on toes, or more specifically, getting my toes sucked. At some point in my life, I would like to have my toes sucked. Alright, but I imagine I'm not gonna like it that much. Like, it'll be okay, but it's not gonna be something that I need done every day, right? You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the Alien Hunter downloadable content. It's not something that needs to be repeated. So we've got eyes on the Lost. They have broken our concealment. It's very unfortunate. We've got 4 zombies racing towards us, and this one has 7 health. That's going to prove to be a very big problem if we can't get him down. And what's really unfortunate is we don't have anyone that can deal 7 damage in a single shot, so we can't truly make use of the headshot mechanic against this guy. We can, however, get a nice big 5 damage on him and then use our pistol to finish him off. So if we do, then the headshot mechanic will come into fruition. But of course, 83% is basically 0 in Xcom. Fortunately for me, I brought a second sharpshooter with me, so we've got another pistol that we can use. The reason the pistol is so valuable against the Lost is because it doesn't consume ammunition, so you can just keep on going. As long as you connect, then you're good to go. And just like that, we've eliminated the bulk of the Lost forces, and we've pretty much saved ourselves from what would have been a very dire situation. As far as I've noticed, though, the Lost that have small amounts of health don't do a lot of damage, but the ones, I think they're called the Dashers, that have a significantly larger health pool, they can get a little bit punishing. So we made the right call. Pistol Overwatch going to trigger, not going to be enough to take out the enemy. So Carl is about to get smacked for 2 damage. There's a little bit more than I was hoping for, but you know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get some instant revenge. Pop, right in the head.
I got it, right?
Okay, we're gonna go pick up the VIP, but you know what? I'm actually going to use one of the new items that I constructed. I'm a bit ahead of where I was as far as research in this playthrough, so I have access to the battle scanner, so I can throw this in the corridor over here to get eyes on what's going on, and we have uncovered a sectoid. Boom. And he's brought some friends with him as well. He's got, from the silhouette, those look like Advent troopers, so nothing too crazy, but we don't have vision on them from our current positions.
Seems doable. We've got Advent here.
But moving up just 1 tile is going to put us within range of them. I was considering not moving there, but it felt okay. At the very least, I think the Lost will actually attack them now that they're active. So I'm gonna actually leave the zombies active for right now, because they might wind up helping more than they hurt. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of experimenting right now. I have something new in this playthrough as well. We've got soldiers bonded together. Carl Carnuckle is bonded with Author Boss, so that means they have the access to an ability called Teamwork. When I activate this ability, I can transfer an action point to the soldier that I'm bonded with. I don't know if this works when your soldier has an ended turn, but I'm going to try and do something real creative right now. So, first things first, we're going to launch a grenade in Lost-controlled territory. This means we are going to spawn a horde of zombies. Not recommended, but I have a plan. So, boom. Oh, we did catch them both in the explosion. I didn't think that was going to hit both of them. Now, as you can see, the loud explosion draws the Lost closer. Now, we've knocked one guy out of cover. I'm going to take a shot at him. Phew, right in the chest, center of mass, clean kill. But we've got more. All right, I'm going to transfer over an action point to Carl Carnuckle. Boom. That's going to give him 1 action point, right? Boom. And he's active again. And he's got a 70% chance to hit the sectoid. I'm going to take it. Totally worth it. If that would have missed, I would have been very disappointed. So I think overall, as risky as this play was, it wound up being pretty decent because we seriously injured a pretty high value target while also killing another one. And we're just going to take this low percent chance shot. It is going to miss. No big deal. Sectoid moving into position. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. The mind spin going to come out. It is going to panic, but thankfully the mind control was resisted. Now, this is a pretty interesting development. The Lost are being attacked by the Advent, and they do get access to the headshot mechanic. So that's very interesting. That they, number one, we're in a bit of a three-way conflict at the moment, where the Advent soldiers are attacking the zombies, but also they get to make use of the headshot mechanic the same way we do. So this is fascinating.
Menace 1-5, you've got the primary targets in tow. Secure any additional operatives if possible, but make sure you get our contacts to the evac point.
Eyes on the
We have a visual confirmation on the VIP. Remember, getting that VIP to the extraction point supersedes all other priorities. Don't let anything happen to him.
And Central Officer Bradford making sure that we understand that the real VIP is the only one that matters. He does not give a damn about those soldiers. He wants that scientist, and that's it. But anyway, we're gonna switch over to our sharpshooter and blow the sectoid out of the water. 89%. We're gonna use the proper sniper rifle to eliminate him. It's a bit of an overkill, but I'll take it. It's the night vision goggles. Those increase your aim by 5 bajillion%. They don't, but it just feels like they do. All right, so the panic has been removed, but unfortunately the Overwatch is limiting our decision-making process just a little bit, and he's in full cover, so that's making things a bit tricky for us. Never mind. Problem solved. But yeah, the real question though is how do you guys feel about the Alien Hunter downloadable content? If you played it, if you didn't play it, essentially it adds 3 very, very interesting boss battles to the game. But I don't want to say the issue with the boss battles, but the thing with the Alien Hunter fights is that they are clearly designed to kill your soldiers, and they do that so well, to the point where whenever you see one of the alien rulers pop up, you think to yourself, or at least you should be thinking to yourself, all right, somebody's gonna die, break out the tissues because my favorite soldier's gonna get his ass whipped. And that's cool, and it's a really interesting challenge to overcome, but it's frustrating as hell. And that's why I feel like I never have to do it again. So it begs the question, has there ever been a game that you've played that was so difficult, you enjoyed it all the way through and you were proud that you beat it, but at the same time you're like, yeah, I'm never touching that again. Now, the Lost Swarm has activated, and this was our own doing that brought this out. We've got a lot of 3 hit point lost and 1 4 hit point, so this is not too devastating of a group of enemies to deal with. So all in all, I think we made the right decision by launching off that grenade. Unfortunately, the second pod isn't active, so the zombies don't seem to care about them. So we're going to have to contend with these guys all by our lonesome. I think while we have the opportunity, we're going to make our way over towards the second VIP. But before I go there, I am going to throw out another battle scanner just in case there are some shenanigans in this general vicinity. Oh, and just by the way, for some reason, I have a really difficult time talking while I'm killing the Lost. So most of the time when we're on missions like this, I'm just going to end up completely fast forwarding through most of the zombie kills. I don't know what it is, but it takes a very weird amount of mental processing power for me to kill and think about shooting these zombies. It doesn't make any sense because they're the simplest enemy type in the game to deal with, but my brain just goes into this very weird place when I start dealing with them. Maybe the chemicals are oozing through the screen and messing with my head. I don't know. But we can't really move Arthur from the position he's in without breaking his concealment. So I think I'm going to just work his way. Actually, you know what? I want to leave him here because we're getting good vision. So you know what? Arthur Boss is just going to be chilling up here for the time being. We're not getting any use out of his gun, but it's fine. The position he's in will prove to be valuable in the future. And would you look at this? It was my mistake. The Lost do take actions on the enemies even if they're not active. From the looks of things, the Lost are actually the ones that are activating this pod, maybe? I think that might be what's going on there. There's a lot of strange interactions that are occurring with this mission. It's a genuine three-way battle. And we've got a very big horde of zombies rushing towards us, but they're also rushing towards the Advent. This is so cool. Oh my god. It's like so crazy. Why kill them right now? Why waste my ammo on the Lost? Dude, I'm in such a weird position right now because I'm thinking that the Lost are just gonna do my dirty work for me and go straight after the Advent, but at the same time, I imagine they have some sort of weird proximity system where if they're closer to the Advent or closer to me, they'll come for me. I'm trying to coerce them into not eating my face or something. It's like, hey, look, you guys could go after me, but just remember, the aliens are the ones that did this to you guys in the first place, so why don't you get a little bit of revenge right now? You know what I'm saying? Huh? That seems like a better option than going after me. But I don't know. I don't think that's really a good idea, leaving the zombies alive so that they can sort of run amok. So I'm going to take out the ones that seem like they're the biggest threat, put our guys on Overwatch again, and start advancing as much as safely possible. Because we gotta consider safety with everything we do here. The Sectoid getting a pretty juicy headshot. I'm so excited to watch him do his dirty work. Oh, he's gonna miss. So the Sectoid is now surrounded by 3 zombies. But his buddy, the Advent Trooper, taking a shot. But it's not gonna kill, so he doesn't get the free headshot. Now the Lost are making some moves within the fog of war. Unfortunately, this one a little bit confused, running up a ladder and then gonna drop himself right back down to the ground. And then showing us that. Yes, yeah. Ooh! Oh, right, they're melee vulnerable. I forgot the Sectoids are weak to melee attacks. Ha 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 ha. This is the most brilliant thing that's ever happened. There's a lot of NPC interaction in War of the Chosen. If you remember back to the retaliation mission we did, the resistance members were firing on the aliens that were attacking them a lot, and that played a big role in us actually being able to complete the mission without losing a lot of guys. And again, the NPC interactions are playing a role in our success. So we do gain access to the soldier that is on the battlefield with us, so this is going to make cleaning up the remaining Advent soldiers that much easier. I believe there's one more pod surrounding this guy, and then we've got the Sectoid and the Trooper over here. So if we start moving in this direction, we should be relatively safe. All right, we got more interactions from the Advent and the Lost. I'm almost more excited to see what the Advent soldiers do against this than dealing with it myself. So they're only going to take 2 shots. I guess there is a limit that's hard-coded into how well they can deal with the Lost, and our Overwatch shot is going to take out the Dasher, or the Lost Brute, rather. I thought that was a Dasher. But this little the little zombie that could is gonna smack that dude in the back of the neck, and he's gonna fall over like a little man-child. He couldn't take the pressure. That is beautiful. But at this point, I'm feeling confident that I can jump down here, get eyes on the sector, or at least reveal myself with Author, get eyes on the sectoid, and start doing work with him. I think he stayed in the shadows long enough. Break through that window. We have revealed ourselves. Oh, is the sectoid dead? Because I don't see it anymore. Maybe there is no sectoid anymore. I wonder. Maybe this was the biggest mistake that I've ever made. You know what? We're just going to run Author Boss back into the building. Because if the sectoid is down there, it won't be able to find him in here. So we're just going to group everybody up. Like, why am I trying to split up the gang? I'm forgetting about the Scooby-Doo rules. If you split up the gang, something's going to happen. The boogeyman or some nefarious character, he's going to find you and he's going to get you. And I don't want the boogeyman to get me. All right? Simple as that. I don't want to get got by the boogeyman. We're going to use our sharpshooter to clean these guys up a little bit. Never mind. But at this point, though, we've got this mission in the bag. It's just a matter of cleaning up these last few targets, which shouldn't be a problem at all. All right, I knew the sectoid was somewhere, but it's very unfortunate that we didn't see him on the last turn, and it is also unfortunate that the panic did succeed, because never mind, my bestest buddy, the zombie, is gonna save the day. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted creature who got turned into a. That was a really great joke, and I feel like I ruined it. Let's just move on. Here we go. My bestest buddy, the Lost Dasher. We knew you well. You saved us a lot of trouble. Gangsta. Now, one thing you gotta understand about these particular missions is that it might have seemed like this was kind of an easy mission and that I was being overly cautious. But the thing you have to remember about XCOM is that as soon as you lull yourself into a false sense of security, and as soon as you start thinking these missions are easy, that is when your scrotum gets ripped off and stepped on. And that is 100% what I was trying to avoid. I didn't want any unnecessary casualties. This is a big score if we can get away with it. If we can get away with, I think this was a scientist. I can't remember what it was now, but if we can steal a scientist and 2 soldiers from a single mission, that is a ridiculous reward for minimal effort. And we're nearly at the evac point as well, so just a little bit more. And I'm getting a little bit greedy wanting to go for this other guy, but I think we can do it, so I'm going to go for it. Maybe I just want to go to the evac point and leave that other guy to get chewed up Walking Dead style by the zombies, because this is kind of a lot to deal with. and truth be told, the longer we stay on this mission, the more likely we are to start taking casualties, especially because our positioning is a little bit less than ideal, but we'll see. Oh yeah, we gotta get out of here. Oh yeah, it's time to leave. Yeah, it's definitely time to leave. My soldier's pointing at the sky, shooting at the air. We gotta get the hell out of Dodge immediately. Yeah, fuck all this nonsense. I've had my fill with the zombies, and they tasted good, but I'm over it. So we're gonna reload. We're gonna shoot a lot of these guys in the face. Hopefully we can get all 4 of them with the full clip, and then we're gonna peace out towards the evac point as quickly as possible. We have more than overstayed our welcome in this mission, but overall this was a really cool one. I really enjoy the horror themes that XCOM has. It's always been there, especially if you think back to XCOM Enemy Unknown. But if you think back to XCOM Enemy Unknown, the tutorial mission had you walking into this abandoned warehouse kind of thing, and you were just chasing after one sectoid that was mind controlling a guy, and it was this really terrifying. What is going on? Is all going to shit? It's all getting messed up now. But it was this really sort of terrifying feeling experience, because you just didn't know how it was going to play out. You didn't know what was going to happen next, what was around the corner, and then finally this little alien, you see him you see him lurk. Damn it. You see the little alien lurking in the shadows, and he's mind controlling a guy that's got a hand grenade, and he blows himself up. But it's a really intense, horror driven situation. Now, as you can tell by my reaction, walking up to the sectoid was not, and activating the pod was not my intention, but there wasn't really much we could have done about that. I assumed that they were still closer to their original position, which was much farther away, but the truth is that they are right on us. And what's even worse is that we don't have a lot of moves to deal with them. And we also don't have, we don't truly have access to all of our tools, because at this point, with the number of enemies that are clumped up together, I feel like lobbing another grenade is a bad idea, right? Because we've got, I don't know, I can get 4 of them in this one grenade, but that's gonna spawn like 10 more, right? Is that a bad idea? Yeah. All right, look. Look, this is a really dire situation, and I can't afford getting mind controlled right now. So even if this calls more zombies, seems like it's totally worth it. Oh my god, it didn't kill them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is bad. God. Oh shit, this is bad. The stun lancer done lost his damn mind. He's running all over the place just so he can get a stab at a zombie. Oh man, I'm actually really glad that I'm wearing a nanofiber vest. That one extra hit point is gonna, I feel like it's gonna prove to be the difference maker between life or death on Author Boss, because he's oh, what have I done? I've made a terrible mistake. Why didn't you guys tell me I was making a bad mistake by, oh gosh. Okay, so here's what we got to do. And we really got to get out of here, because this mission wasn't supposed to take like a freaking hour. We need to kill the remaining advent and then just book it to the evac zone, because at this point we've been here for too long, and I'm starting to make really stupid decisions. Well, actually, I've been making stupid decisions. They're just gonna get progressively worse the longer we stay. Okay, so here's the plan. Shit, no. I think this through. Gotta be very careful about this. There's one wrong move and it's game over. Alright, here's part 1 to the plan. We walk up behind this zombie and we shoot him in the back of the neck. 88%, basically 100. Have faith. Next part of the plan, we use our free action to shoot at the advent stun lancer. Break that damn door. The shot is going to connect for 5 damage. That has brought him into execution range. We can shoot him with any soldier and it will be a confirmed kill as long as the shot connects. So who has the best chance of doing that? Bumpity bum bum bum. Our new guy that we are trying to save. So we are going to get him in a flanking position. Now, truth be told, I don't give a damn if this guy dies, because I have no investment in him. He's really just a bonus prize. So if he does die, it's no big deal. But if he doesn't, that's a thumbs up. So we're going to shoot at the stun lancer. Critical hit. 5 damage. Overkill. Target eliminated, and finally, the final piece de resistance. We have to kill this Advent Trooper. We've got our sniper ready to go. The squad sight penalty is minimal, but it is affecting us nonetheless. And he's in high cover, bringing our shot percentage down to the 40s. It is going to miss. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. I think overall, that was probably the best like wombo combo that I've done in a pretty long time. Because that was totally unscripted. I was thinking about that on the fly, and it just happened to work out. Alright, look, there's a lost swarm nearby, and what that means is we're not going to rescue the other guy because I don't want to deal with any more zombies. We've completed our primary objective. We've got all of our guys at the evac point. At this point, I'm tired. The soldiers are tired. I just want to get the hell out of here. That other guy, if he truly wanted to be rescued, he probably would have stood in a better spot. Like I could reach him. I really could save him. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna think about this really hard, and maybe I'll save him, but I'm probably not going to. All right, so I'm gonna end the turn, just so we can see where the zombies appear. Right, they're just coming out of the floor. Oh hell no, we're not staying. I don't even know why I entertained the possibility of staying. Yeah, we're getting out of here now. But like I was saying, it was the horror elements of XCOM being brought to the forefront of the gameplay, just making you feel like you're in a proper horror movie where anything can happen. You're fighting against these zombies, and it was cool. This was really cool. So, yeah.
Mission accomplished, Commander.
Take mission photo, of course. All right, whatever. Here we go. We got the Not Zombies poster. It's got that sepia tone, so it looks like a horror movie a little bit. Boom. There we go. Let's just look at the mission statistics. 55 out of 67 enemies killed. The 67 was that last wave of zombies. We got 2 guys wounded up, but overall this was a ridiculous success. I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna take a little break because that was a lot of brain power I had to use there. But it was exciting. So we're gonna be back soon with more XCOM 2. So stay tuned.